not gain weight. The nigga that lost weight, lifted weights and some shit doing with some weight. Oh, big as hell, man. Man, they said nigga got muscles and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red balls, my type, light skin, next night, hello.
GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
I like red balls, my type, light skin, next night, hello.
GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
See, y'all starting already. Y'all starting already, man. Y'all starting already, bro. Shout out to No Country Roads. Now the Porsche with an alternator. Come on now. Come on now. You see, y'all starting already. I can't. Don't blame me. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Good evening, nigga. Yeah, good evening to you too, nigga. All right. Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all know what it is. TINFOIL Tuesdays, bro. We in here. We in here. We in here. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. We gonna do it to it, man. Hold on, give me a quick second. So it's just wild, man. You know, when this stuff happens, right? And more and more people are becoming aware of, you know, the shit hidden in plain sight. And you know what's crazy? I just remembered another thing because I was like, hold on, bro. I'm like, I'm missing a major thing in this, you know, in the topic. And then it hit me. So that damn song, I was like, it was a song that had a show that, so it was a song they made and then a show they created out of the song or whatever, right? And it was like, I guess it was a movie turned show, Weird Science. That's why I added it to the thumbnail, right? And I was like, bruh, we have been like, you know what I'm saying, subconsciously programmed with this transhumanism shit for like our entire, you know, even our entire life. Before I was even here, right? They had as a kid, the was it $6 Million Man? That was a show, right? The $6 Million Man, the Bionic Man, or whatever, right? You know, hey, we can recreate them, we can rebuild them, type shit, right? And what was another one? like 70s, 80s time frame. I'm trying to remember, but I know for sure you had like the $6 million man. He was a bionic guy, a robot guy. And then, you know, in the 90s, you had the Jean-Claude Van Damme thing, you know, Universal Soldier, RoboCop. What's another big one I'm missing, y'all? Oh, hell, Cyborg. That's why I say Jean-Claude Van Damme did a couple of them. Cyborg and Universal Soldier. But I don't think Universal Soldier wasn't really, I don't think they were robots. They were just like reanimated, if I remember right. But I don't know. Then, of course, Terminator. Just, you know, I think it really got heavy 80s and 90s to inundate us with, you know, the process of androids, humanoid robots, you know, robots having human traits and stuff like this. And I told y'all, did y'all watch what was the movie? I told y'all it was a really good movie, by the way. The one with Denzel's son in it. What was it last year? Yeah, Universal Soldier, definitely. Yeah, man, our whole life, Cam. That's what I'm telling you, whole life. Especially like if you're a '90s baby, it's definitely your whole. If you're a '90s baby, and you got to think too, right? So this is another thing I think people forget, bro. In order to indoctrinate a people, a country, a civilization, and so on and so forth, you always target who. We can't say. Remember, I can't say it on here because remember I tried to put that super chat and I showed y'all. You know what I'm saying? Who do you have to target in order to change the world, society into what you want it to be? The creator. Shout, yeah, yeah. Hey, that was a good ass movie, bro. Y'all need to watch that. I told y'all, listen, bro. This we're for one, it's already here. All right, it's already here. Y'all better be keeping up with damn Elon, man. I told you I don't trust Elon. This motherfucker, the real life motherfucking Dr. Evil in my eyes. Too smart for his own damn good. Way too much stuff he got going on. It's going to change the face of humanity as we know it. And bro, no, no, it was the creator. The creator. Tenet wasn't transhumanism. That was some time traveling shit or alternate universe. But the creator's a really good movie. Y'all gotta watch that. It's so many gems in that, bro. From a transhumanism standpoint, like telling you, right? Yeah. Then you know, of course, yeah. Shout out to Cam. I didn't even think about so we always had that. Listen, if you need to go back to you know, even past that, you know, shit, Iron Man and uh X-Men and stuff like this, where you had, you know, the robots and stuff, bro. That goes back to definitely like the 70s. So if you're talking comics, right? You're talking comics and cartoons, that's definitely hell. My favorite one, I told you, Silverhawks. Silverhawks was definitely an 80s. So that really was our whole lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you get it from the entertainment. Shout out, yeah, hey, Transformers too. Robots that are, you know what I'm saying, they're robots, but they have the spark, the soul, right? They're human like. And it's always this thing is where that they befriend the humans and then they become codependent, you know, and you work together to fight against evil. Then at some point you get this weird thing to where it's this, you know, some weird ass love affair between the two. I just thought about it too with even so Dragon Ball, right? That's why Android was it 18, 17, 18? Which one's the girl? I don't know, whichever one. Don't pull my anime cards, nigga. I just can't think. But I think it's like 17, and the girl is, I don't know. But anyway, right? Krillin ended up having a child with the android. Krillin ended up having a fucking child with 18. I think Pan was the name, right? Pan. And then if you get into that, naming the kid Pan is even bigger. You know, if you know what that pan shit mean, you know, pansexual. Did you catch that? Passport Bros, yes, it is. And I keep telling you niggas this. Y'all keep forgetting, but let's get to it, man. Let me show y'all the thing, and then we will get back to it, right? Let me show y'all the evidence, and then we will get back to it. What the hell going on here? Let me show y'all the evidence, and then we can get back to it. Where's it? Here you go. Oh, shit, I want the whole pause. I don't want to say that. Y'all ain't gonna get me caught up today. It's a short. I don't want the short. I want the whole thing. Hold on. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? God damn it. There you go. That's short. Now it's a short. Here we go. Westworld. I told you. Have you guys watched Westworld yet? Westworld. That's another huge one. You have little things here and there, you know what I'm saying, just for entertainment purposes and whatnot, what have you, right? But then you have the major psyops and the major ones that are supposed to send you the full message if you watch it and you pay attention. Fair use, by the way. No, he couldn't do it. He said it was past. So, hey, I thought the same thing. So listen, Ellis Swin, right? And you know what's crazy? Even that in itself, right, is meant to stick in our minds. Because I thought the same thing. I had to the point where I had to Google it. And you know what? Shenron said it's beyond his control. He cannot change the robot fully into human. It already had like human parts in it or so on and so forth, but he could not change the robot into a fully human, even though they wish for it. And you remember Shenron could do anything, right? So that even tells you to the point, and it speaks more to the transhumanism point, to where the goal is to get the robots to be human, but it'll never fully be that way. You know what I'm saying? Man always tries to play God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Andre, telling you, bro, that's great series, dog. Great series, especially like the first two. Yeah, super deep, man, super dope. But y'all see it, man. These right here are horrible, right? Nobody cares about this. This is some animatronic shit, so on and so forth. But pay attention over here. Y'all see my mouse, right? Y'all see my mouse? Hold on, let me make sure you see my mouse. Do me a favor, man. We ain't finna do this shit tonight now. Y'all already know. It's TINFOIL Tuesday, so it ain't gonna be a lot of y'all. So I need y'all to hit the goddamn hand, man. Don't play around with it now. Come on now. I got like 50 people in here. I ain't even got 20 likes. Hit the like button. It's free, goddamn. Okay. So don't worry about these damn, I don't know what the hell these supposed to be. Look at this over here. Look at them wigs. You see that? That right there is what everybody came here for. Yeah. You niggas is going to. You niggas is going. And hey, I ain't gonna, I might try it. I ain't gonna lie. I might, hey, I might try it. That too, Ex Machina. We gonna get into it, bro. We gonna cover it all, bro. It's been right. Appreciate you, brother. What's going on with you, fam? But let's see. Amid the country's rapid development of the humanoid robot sector. Look, everybody focus on that, right? You see this over here? You see this over here? That's a real robot, man. That ain't no actress in no dress. That's a robot. This year's conference marks the largest ever exhibition of humanoid robots. Largest ever. 2024. And if you're not looking at this up close and personal, you know, the bad wig, like look like one of y'all with lace fronts. You know what I'm saying? But look at how close to realistic this is, man. From a distance, you think this is a real person. All right. And again, it's still in the developmental stages. You haven't perfected it. But just look at this. I don't care about none of this. Here we go. You see they show that mouth. That mouth is just for talking right now. That mouth moving kind of fast. That mouth, they focusing in on that mouth for a reason.
我觉得展望是好，但是我们面对的
I think we have a good grasp on robotics, but the challenges we face are still quite huge.
挑战还是很大的。
Listen, man, that's Mr. Chan for real. That shit right there look realistic as hell. Hurry up and buy. Brackman. I can see him. Listen. You thought these motherfucking Chinese stoves was bad before. Wait till they put motherfucking one of these in there. Okay. Furthermore, 169 global companies, including ABB, Tesla, KUKA, and SMC. Listen, man. Hold on, see. Hold on.
Because they can help us solve many industrial and domestic problems. We want to use it in the industry.
So remember, we already talked about. They was talking about the rolling out the robo dogs. They were some of the companies were actually using the robo dogs to surveil people during the lockdowns. Remember they had the robo dogs out to make sure that people weren't out. And if you came upon one, it's like, hey, warning, go back in the house. What do they call it? Shelter in place. La la la. They would talk to you through the robot, through the robot dog. Oh, so it's the good stuff now. Where's it? Uh-oh. This is 2023, so that's 2023, not now. This one right here was just, what I'm saying, whatever. So, that'll be cool. We can go back to a year ago. So, what? I know this person ain't in my chat. Yo, what is this? The Gabe y'all? I think y'all talking about? How is that Gabe in my chat? And why is that Gabe in my chat? I cannot see this man. I can't even see him on here. So do me a favor, block him. Get him out of here. Uncle Phil that nigga up out of here, bro. Bro, you don't fuck with me, so stop fucking with me. You don't fuck with me, so stop fucking with me, bro. I already blocked you, and somehow you ended up in my chat. Uncle Phil that nigga up out of here and let me know when it's done. Yeah, I cannot see this dude, man. Well, get him out of here. Yeah, he's a weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo. He's a stalker. He's a fucking stalker. So get his ass out of here. Okay, one of the mods, block him. Please and thank you. Get him out of here. if you can see his message and you're a mod, block his ass. Get him out of here. Cause I already get him the fuck out of here. Fucking weirdo ass nigga. Anyway, man, my bad. You're getting sidetracked. That's so weird to me, dog. I be telling y'all. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, whoever did it. Thank you. Get him out of here. So, like we were saying, man, listen. The whole transhumanism thing, man, is in full effect, right? You know how we said winter is coming, right? Winter is still coming, but transhumanism is here. Okay. Winter is coming, but transhumanism is already here. Let me show y'all the creme de la creme, what this thing is all about. Okay. What it's all about, baby. Listen, bruh, ladies, I hope. All right, listen. I hope that you already, you know, in the process, or you know what I'm saying? Because bro, y'all not gonna be able to compete with this. Y'all not gonna be able to compete with this. And niggas love talking this shit, right? Niggas love talking about how, oh man, y'all would never, that shit weird. That's this, that's that. All right, nigga. Okay. Okay. Keep capping. Keep up the cap. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the cap. Now, this is a person in a robot suit. That in the back, though, not a robot. So everything up front, person in a suit. That's a person in a suit, right? You see the zipper and shit or whatever, la la la. You know, on some what was that? What was the other good movie they had? Alita, Star Angel or something, or that Battle Angel. I think it was Alita Battle Angel, right? On some Alita Battle Angel type shit. Those are real robots, 1000%. Robots, androids, whatever you want to call them, full robots in the back. Now, why would they put y'all? Andrussy is wild. Now, why would they put the real women in the suits? Well, ideally, that is the ultimate goal. For her to be as close to human as possible, but still being, you know, robotic. Because, listen, they ain't picked no motherfucking ugly hoes to be in this. You notice that, right? Why they ain't pick no ugly hoes to be in the robot suit? Why they didn't pick no regular looking women to be in the robot suit? Y'all notice that? Notice they didn't pick no mid-ass women to be in these robot suits? Because why? Subconsciously. Listen, man. Shout out to MJ Hines. Look, bro, I told you, hey, I'm gonna get me a little sample too, brother. But I'm gonna have to get at least one time for the one time on the bucket list. You feel me? I'm gonna have to give me some of that that robusty, okay? whoa. Robussy, okay? Not the bussy. We want the bussy. The robussy, okay? We give me some of that robussy. Yeah, listen. TP. Women didn't even know they was playing into it with the whole, you know, BBL thing and, you know, super slim waist and Barbie doll body type shit, right? This mold pretty much like a shout out to Zero, bad bitch surgery to where they all look the same or very, very similar, you know, almost identical, same body type, super big ass, small waist, big titties, you know, all that shit, right? People really don't understand the meaning of ignorance is bliss, bro. Most people go through life not knowing what the fuck going on for real. You know what I'm saying? Not at all, man. They see the shit right in front of them and don't even pay attention to it. And this water, by the way, this ain't no beer, this ain't no wine. It's a good old bottled water, man. It's good old, you know what I'm saying? Told you I got hooked on that fucking carbonated water when I was in on my last deployment in Europe. I can't drink regular water like that anymore. But if you look here, man, listen, this is the reason for this, right? And I told you, shout out to Big Truck, what I was telling y'all. Listen, remember the big push and the big talks they were having about artificial wombs, right? And they was talking about how, you know, one of these days, you know, you know, one of the Decepticon people would be able to transition and give birth to a baby, even though they were a biological male, right? Well, that was never the intention. For one, it will never be enough of them to, they make up less than 1% of the population. But you had to use the most extremist of an example to make the concept even semi-acceptable, right? Or not even acceptable. I would just say for it to be in people's minds of like the impossible being able to happen. That was never the target. That was a motherfucking, you know, the banana in the tailpipe, pun intended, right? Because this has always been intended for the robot. The artificial womb has always been intended for the robot. Always. 1000%. Okay? That was always the intention, man. But because all right, so look at this, right? The U.S. fertility rate has mostly decreased since 1957. Number of births per 1,000 women ages 15 to 44. You was at above 120 in 1920s, dropped. That was like around the World War era, popped back up in the 60s to the same. And now, look now in the 2020s. Look at the decline in the birth rate. That's a problem, right? On several fronts. The world's more developed, things are more advanced. You have a hell of a lot of people that need to be replaced. So when the birth rate drops like this so much over, let's just look, I think it was started in the 60s. Let me see. So we see the whole thing. Shrink this just a little bit. That's a little too big. There we go. It's better to get the whole thing in there almost. So yeah, the 60s, right? All right. In the 60-year span, you've dropped from 120 to 56, and I imagine it's still declining. Yeah. You're going to have to find a way to replace those human beings. Elon Musk has said, okay, when he does the Tesla bot, he's a believer. That's why I don't trust him. That's why I'm paying attention to this motherfucker, right? He said he's a believer in universal basic income, UBI, because his idea is that the robot is supposed to replace the person from a labor aspect. People are not efficient enough. I don't know if y'all remember this. Elon pretty much he said, hey, look, the lockdown shit over with. Either you come back to fucking work and work in the fucking office, work in the building, or you're fired. I ain't finna pay you to sit at home in your drawers, you know what I'm saying, with just the shirt on, and so you can be on the Skype call with your camera off. No, you finna bring your ass in this building if I'm gonna pay you, right? Well, no, silent sir. So this going silent sir. They're not gonna be able to afford it. It's gonna be a status thing also. Right? It's gonna be a status thing also. Again, silent sir, and I'm glad you said this. This is what people don't understand about the permanent underclass shit. And this is another reason why it's so big. And I don't even think Dr. Claude Anderson or black people are even looking at this. If you are not considered an asset to society, you're going to be pushed off to damn near homelessness. Okay? People forget, bro, there are plans of having us cohabitating in not cohabitating, but pretty much us establishing the civilization on Mars. I don't know the timeline on that, but I had to do a paper review on it right now. Elon is doing repeated what's the name for the Starship. That's the name of SpaceX's aircraft that ultimately they plan on using for the interplanetary travel to Mars, right? Interestingly enough, they ended up using stainless steel on the in building it versus the carbon fiber that they were originally planning to use. But the carbon fiber created flammability issues and a whole lot of more issues, and it was far more expensive than just using the stainless steel, which SpaceX created their own version of stainless steel they called 30X. So that's just some little stuff I learned over my research, right? But possibly before we leave here, people our age, bro, we 40, right? Or late 30s, there may be the first fucking trip to Mars. Not saying we live to see the end of it or to see the completion of it, but the plan is, I'm pretty sure before we get up out of here, is for, because Elon's older than us, and I'm pretty sure he wants to see this done. So just looking at his timeline, his age, and so on and so forth, this is something definitely that is going, that in hopes of happening, you know what I'm saying, before we leave here, right? Travel to Mars. And not only travel, but setting up and establishing and making it, you know what I'm saying, inhabitable. So if you have aspirations and things set up to be that, you know what I'm saying, just that crazy, how simple is it to motherfucking something that already exists and find a way to incorporate it into a machine? Because remember, when they were the clone animals they were doing, right, to where those were created in an artificial womb. All you got to do is put the shit in something that's going to be safe. And what's safer than you know what I'm saying, a machine that you can literally orchestrate and put everything around it as to where, you know what I'm saying, the baby can't be harmed. It can be developed. Or hell, fuck it. You don't even really need the robot if you have the artificial womb as to where the child can be made outside of the human being, just as long as the artificial womb is there and it's protected. You feel me? So again, man, look at this. I didn't even have any idea it was this much. All right. And notice the ages. So listen, I'm not saying this. I'm not whatever. We we progress as a society, but just go back and understand, women do not have the opportunity to have the children that women had in the 60s. Why? Because it's a reason why it says 15 to 44. Women, it was okay for women to get married back then at that age. 15, 16 was the marriageable age, right? Hence why our grandmas, great grandmas, had so many children, right? Okay. Now again, I'm not saying I agree with the shit, but you can't say I'm pretty sure you're gonna call Pawpaw no pedo. Okay, we call him Pawpaw pedo. All right, that's what it was for the time, man. Okay, and thanks to Pawpaw, getting with Granny at great Granny at 15, 16, your ass is here. So unless you want to motherfucking just poof your own self away, don't come here with the bullshit, bro. Okay, there was a time, it is, but that's one of the big reasons you had the major drop off too, along with society just generally advancing. And the more society advances, and then the more you have feminism just poison the minds of whatever, you're going to have a major drop off in childbirth. Major drop off. Alpha women. Again, we saw an old girl, 41 years old, bro, talking about she still want to have kids. Attractive, intelligent. You know what I'm saying? All these different things, so on and so forth. And somehow, some way, this woman has not had a fucking child at 41 years old. Now, I'm not saying this necessarily anything wrong with that, but I'm saying for her to say that she has the desire to have a child at 41, which means she would be robbing her children of like so much. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Brandon. This is another thing too that we never talk about. I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. Listen, more likely than not, you're going to live somewhere around the life expectancy or whatever your demographic may be. Black men have a very, very low one. Again, man, I do this. Shout out to RBR, man. Shout out to RBR. Rest in peace, RBR. Shout out to the brother. Damn, what was his name? I can't think. But shout out to shout out to the brothers, man, that did the pretty much the more service to him. I came through there. Make sure you guys go over there, pay your respects, man. RBR. I had no idea. Like I say he was battling for on stage 4 cancer for some years. My brother Cyber and the the nigga that the brother something radio. I can't think his name, but he either a New York cat or a New Jersey cat, somewhere up there from the tri-state area. Me and him, you know, we have our back and forth. But appreciate those brothers for doing that for RBR, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, AC. Yeah, appreciate you, American Negro. Yeah, AC. Man, AC, and then Cyber. So RBR, he was on Real Brother Radio. He was a YouTuber, and before that, he was an author and I think movie producer. So yeah, movie/TV guy. But yeah. So, oh yeah, life expectancy, right? So when you have your kids at this late age, bro, right? You limit the time that they're going to have you. You have your kid at 40 and your life expectancy is like, you know what I'm saying, 70, 75. Nobody wants to bury their mom, man, you know, that early. Hell, you probably have grandkids and so on and so forth, right? But that's what I'm saying. Ideally, like I said, the later you have your kids, the shorter amount of time your kids are going to have with you. Right? Just simply off of age basis. So that's selfish, right? But even more so, like you said, for women, especially, you're putting yourself at a higher risk. And it's crazy to me how women understand the high risk pregnancy thing. And they talk about how dangerous it is to get pregnant for a man because, you know, I'm putting my life on the line. I'm risking my life by having a baby. Okay. But yet still you having all these damn babies. You choosing to have a baby late as hell. So you want to, you know what I'm saying, throw it in everybody's face about how dangerous it is and how risky it is for you to, you know what I'm saying, put your life on the line to give life, right? Or to bring life into the world. But yet and still you're going about it the worst possible way. Whether it be you having all these fucking kids, right, by ancient niggas, or you waiting extremely, extremely late to have your child, right? So the reproductive rate decreases dramatically. You have to replace those people. Okay. At the same time, feminism is on the rise. And feminism steadily tells women they're in competition with men. Remember, I'd rather be in the forest with the bear than the man. All of this shit is contrived, bro. None of this is just naturally happens. I told y'all, all that, like 99% of the shit that goes viral, especially like a hashtag or a movement and so on and so forth, bruh, it's purposely done that way. These algorithms push it on purpose. There's no possible way that something as silly as I would rather fucking be in the forest with a bear than a man should, you know what I mean? It should have been laughed out of the place where you can't be serious. You dumb bitch. You feel me? No way. Right? But when you have these algorithms and things that want to, again, subconsciously attack the mind and put this, especially from a feminism standpoint, to further indoctrinate the young girls to believe this bullshit of where men are just these, you know, they're worse than bears. That's what happens, right? Craziest fucking concept. Like, bitch, have you ever been to the zoo? Have you ever been to the zoo? You seen a bear? And you think that can do, even if you were, listen, ma'am, even if you were attacked by a man, you have a chance of fighting that man off. Okay? All right? Especially if you Little Fella Federation. Shout out to the Little Fella Federation, man. But a bear, though? Shawty, go ahead and hang it up. Go ahead, hang it up. Even for you, as for a woman, a black bear. Okay. Speaking of which, hold on, let me see. Share some notes. Let's see, where's that? Where's that? What the hell is that? It must have been a reply. Hold on, give me a second. Gotta find this shit. Where the hell is it at, man? Where the fuck is the bear thing at? I'm looking for this thing where this dude actually got attacked by a bear, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. Trying to find it. Where the hell is the damn bear thing at, man? I might have deleted it. I guess I had to delete it. Otherwise, I definitely. Shit, whatever. Well, anyways, this thing where this man actually got attacked by a damn bear. No, I did. I know. Hold on. Nah, no, I ain't tripping. Hold on. I posted this shit. I did it. So what the hell going on here? Hold on. Give me a second. No, I ain't motherfucking tripping. Here you go. Okay, yeah. I know I ain't fucking crazy. Hold on now. Okay, here we go. What the fuck is going on here? Hold on. So why the fuck ain't these shit showing up on my page, y'all? Hold on, man. What the hell going on here? I guess it's just further down than what I thought. From the looks of it. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is y'all doing right now? Twitter is being an asshole right now, y'all. I'm sorry. I swear I'm not just... Here we go. All right, cool. Here we go. Finally got it, man. God damn, Twitter. Fuck going on? Hey, do me a huge favor, man. Hit that like button. Like and share so we get this thing out everywhere, man. Hit me up. Mods, give me a like check. I see we have to do the murder man dance on these niggas. I already see it. Okay. All right, so I can see it. Imagine this shit right here, bro.
I can't take my man.
Nigga, bruh. Talking about Holland? Nigga, Holland.
Your relationship with your children.
Oh my God.
Nigga, a whole bear. I played again. I'll play it again, man. And the bear was trying to snatch up one of the dogs. So the bear was like, "Oh man, it's an easy kill, man. This easy food right here."
I can't check my bear.
Now you have a chance with a black bear. Okay, if it's black, they say, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay on the ground. If it's white, say good night. Okay, that's what it is. Shout out to the white people. White people taught me that. Okay, remember this. Black people, remember this shit now. Okay, all right. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, say good night. It's over with. Listen. Hey, listen. Shout out to Cam, you brother, great minds think alike. That would have been a damn that would have been a damn dog. Hey, yeah. Shout out to Cree, you know I had it covered, baby. Cree, come on, Cree. Y'all know I ain't gonna miss no motherfucking moment. Listen, this me, this my page, this my reply. Okay, y'all see it. This is my reply. All right, to the bear shit. So y'all see it. This is my reply. It's me, the BABG. Goddamn. All right, you know I couldn't miss the opportunity. I'm the clip master in this motherfucker.
If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear, cause that bitch gonna need it. If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear, cause that bitch gonna need it.
Listen, man. Motherfucking Miskell out here, motherfucking taking pussy and fighting. Stealing pussy and fight bears is a hell of a combination. Listen. Keep this man locked up. Keep him in there. Pussy crook and fighting bears. Listen, man. Hey, man. Listen, man. Hey, man. I'm sorry. Hey, man. I don't want no smoke with Miskell, man. Hey, you talking about Diddy, nigga? Hey, nigga. Listen, yeah, grizzly bear, nigga, it's over with. But yeah, man, that shit crazy. You know what I mean? And what makes it so crazy is, remember, hey, literally after that, bro, over the last 3 months, it's been hella women that's been got out of here by motherfucking bears, nigga. I guess they thought it was a game. I guess they really listened to that shit and they thought that, hey, oh, he's friendly. It's fucking Baloo. It's Winnie the Pooh. No, motherfucker. You see a bear. Boom, 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 boom. Get the fuck out of there. Okay? All right? If you see a bear, get the fuck out of there. All right? You shouldn't be, listen, you should not be, and I love white folks. I know y'all love to go on, rucks and trail walks and hikes and all that shit. Listen, bro. Listen. I go in the woods. I wish a motherfucker would. That go for bears, deer, mountain lions, squirrels, rabbits, anything that, listen, hey, get it out of there. Go ahead. Hey, listen, run up on me if you want to in the wild. You wildlife, you just be wild because your life will be gone. Every day you listen. Yeah, he ended up getting an Oscar for that shit. Finally, that was his first one. That was his first one for Revenant. Finally. Motherfucker had to get attacked, damn near killed by a bear. Hey, listen. Don't run up on me. I don't know you. I told you I had to tell my kids, man. No, hey, listen, that's another thing too. Let's just talk the Disney program. We'll talk about that, right, bro? You know Disney done so many people up to make all these fucking deadly, dangerous ass animals just so likable and lovable. Bro, you know a deer, people get killed by deers. Nigga, a deer will motherfucking hoof and hoof and hook your ass to death, nigga. Deer will hoof your ass, nigga. Oh, nigga, we shooting? You shooting, huh? Oh, well, you missed. Seen that thing, that man getting hoofed? Nigga, you ever been hoofed, nigga? Bro, almost all that shit in the wild, bro. Listen, I don't think people understand. Wild hogs and shit like that. Bro, you see these dudes sometimes they hunt wild hog, these white boys. They go out there and they make these whole things, right? And what they do is they'll catch the wild hog, the male hog, right? And they have to, they have to deball it. All right. Again, I don't fuck with that swine, but it is delicious. I remember. I got memories. It's hard to stay away from it, bro. Listen, I don't even want to be around no grill with no ribs on it. But yeah, man, they have to deball it.
But truth is, when you snip a nigga's nuts,
So they snip the fucking hog's nuts, right? And what it does is it makes it more tender. In the wild, when they had the testosterone from the fucking, the testicles, it creates a hard ass fucking muscle so they can fight like other males that they have to, and so on and so forth, so it's extremely stiff. But if they fucking, they neuter it, pretty much they take the balls out and they leave it out there for about, a couple months up to a year, so on and so forth. When you My bad, y'all. I don't know what I fucking hit. Somehow I hit the wrong thing or some shit. I don't know. My bad, y'all. Am I back? Am I back? Let me know if I'm back, y'all. My bad. I think I should. Let me just check it myself. No. I should be back. Yeah, I'm back. I see myself on YouTube. My bad. I hit the button. Hey, bro. I got 100 people in here, bro. All right. I only got. Listen. I got a murder man dance, you niggas. You lie, you steal, you kill, bro. The like button is free. Okay. Just hit it for me, bro.
Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man.
Hit the like button, damn it, it's free. But yeah, all that shit in the wild, bro, will fuck you up. So we had that whole thing go running, right? So now you have women that are putting this propaganda out here as to where somehow, some way, men are more dangerous than wild animals, wild predators, right? And the shit gets talked about and handed around, all these different things, and so on and so forth, further to cause the divide of the quote unquote gender war, right? The gender war is contrived. This is purposeful. They want men and women to hate each other because, again, the way you control, it's easier to control people that are apart or people that are at odds. The family unit has always been, okay, the foundation of a healthy society. Now, when you have less families, what are you able to do? Now, you're going to have more children without fathers, right? Those children are going to be less confident. Those children are going to be less fit. Those children are going to be less intelligent. Those children are going to be less disciplined. Those children are going to be more apt to controlled by propaganda and their emotions and feelings, right? So you get the fucking effect of, and it's less kids, right? And you have control over those kids. So those kids are not going to be overachievers or highly successful in the masses. You're going to have some people that make it through, in spite of. But the numbers say when it's just a mother in the home that kid turns out worse than a kid that's either two-parent household or father, right? So once you come to understand that, right, and it helps to divide, now you can monetize having children. You can monetize having children. Listen, man, I don't know. Listen, I know y'all don't mean nothing by it, but hey, just, you know, fan will do. Fan is, shout out to Lucky. Fanny is a little too, especially with Fanny Willis out here giving up that pussy in that mouth. I'm not a fan of the Fanny. So fan or fantastic or tastic or you know what I'm saying? You know, BABG. Let's not the Fanny. It's starting to pick up too much. But I appreciate you, Lucky. Shout out to Lucky, man. Lucky, good people. Lucky, I'm sorry you had to be Love. I'm sorry you had to be the example, Love. But it's a lot of people like, no. I'm too old, too grown, and too big for Fanny. I gotta address that. Okay, well, thank you, Love, for being the example. Thank you for the support. But what was I saying? Yeah. So the breakdown of the family, right? So now you can monetize having children. I told you, listen, even the thing with why do I always get these people's name? The bus driver lady. I said her name earlier and I forgot it just that quick. What's the bus driver lady's name? What's the bus driver lady name, y'all? Ebony. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate your strength. Ebony K. Williams. Ebony K. Williams, her PSA for women going out to have children through in vitro, which is highly, highly expensive. Okay, that was not by chance. I'm telling you, listen, I told y'all this too, right? If it's not already being said, because I haven't nobody said it, but Black women especially, being that they have the biggest disconnection and disrespect for the men that they're attached to, right? Black men, right? Are going to be the poster children, okay, for having a child purposely on your own. No Patti LaBelle, Michael McDonald. Okay? Purposely. You're paying to have that child. And we're not even talking about what I think is the CRISPR, as to where you can choose the child's eye color, hair color, height, musculature, all these features and so on and so forth. That we ain't even talking about that yet, y'all. Remember, listen, these designer babies, that technology is out there too. But you got to get people comfortable with just having a baby outside of a human, or having a baby, you know what I'm saying, in a robot or so on and so forth, and blah, blah, blah. And again, think about this. If a woman can choose to have a child, right? Because it's going to go both ways. Mostly it's going to be for the benefit of the men, because women no longer want to deal with men, and women don't want to submit to the man in order to be able to. So it'll pretty much be like a double contract, right? And I'll say people will be had like litters, right? Men will be studs or whatnot, what have you. Women will fucking donate the eggs. You know, hey, you'll be able to fucking say, hey, we're going to have 3 kids we got 3 healthy eggs. This man has healthy sperm, this, that, other, so on and so forth. We're going to inseminate, and we're going to birth the children. And hey, you get this many, he gets this many, and the state has this one to give to a family that can't have kids because they don't have any eggs or any sperm or whatever, right? All this shit is that deep, bro. It's the shit that seemed like nothing, right? But it's the way that they want things to go. And you have to get people comfortable with it by just putting the idea out there. Again, you don't know what you don't know, man. Until, like I said, until I remember I had the fucking I'm not even gonna bring it back up, okay? But people really don't understand like our original concept, right? The original concept of something. Okay. So until it happens, it doesn't exist. Like flight, a human being, a person being able to fly, until the Wright brothers did it, it was always thought to be an impossibility. It's an aspiration, it's an imagination, it's something that you think can happen, but the realistic of it happening doesn't exist until it's achieved, right? I.e., for us, like quantum computing now, right? Or whatever, right? And stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just technology now versus like technology, 20, 30, 50, 100 years ago, right? The cell phone, perfect example. The cell phone is a perfect example of where like nobody 100 years ago even thought about that. It wasn't even thought about. It wasn't even in somebody's imagination as to where, we're going to build this thing as to where you can talk to everybody in the world and be able to get all the information and access it. La la la. It wasn't even a concept back then because it was impossible for the technology at the time. Somebody tried to argue with me, bro, and that's why, bro. So many people out here think they're smart when they're not. It's crazy to me. But anyway, yeah, that. So you have to plant that seed, right, of the possibility for it to grow into reality, right? So that's why you got the whole thing, the campaign, where you got Ebony K. Williams talking to the women that have the lowest, listen, the women that that have the lowest net worth, right? The most debt. And she's going to promote it to them, to black women, about going out here and having a fucking baby in vitro. What did she call it? A solo mom, right? Solo mom, solo mom, right? That's what she called it. Solo mom, being a solo mom. That's what Ebony K. Williams coined it, right? Being a solo mom. So once you start understanding that, again, man, that's a part of the programming to start it, right? It's easy to see, because if black women can do it, everybody can do it. They ain't got no fucking money. They can't afford this shit. So if they're out here doing it, other women gonna be like, well, hell, if she can afford it, Keisha can afford it, I can surely fucking afford it. What are we talking about here? Why am I gonna, put my body through get weight gain and the health risk and high blood pressure and me being not able to do the things I want to do on the daily, when I can just motherfucking, not even a surrogate. That surrogacy is gonna be over with. Right now, still some women, and that's a huge thing. Some women get paid to carry babies, other people's babies. They make them a nice little bit of racks, but she got to sit down for them 9 months. And usually they put it to where her insurance is covered by the family or whatever that she's carrying the baby for, so on and so forth, all these different things, so and la, right? The contract involved where she gets paid, regardless if something happens or whatever, because the risk and the the whole process. But basically, yeah. So surrogacy is going to be a done deal. That's over with. If a woman can choose to bring a child into this world without her body having to go through the taxes of giving it, they're going to choose it. And she can afford it. And again, now that we're getting more women that are quote unquote, making more money, high salary, all these different things, so on and so forth, career driven. Well, now we can do that. So when I think about it now, when Dr. Bryant said what she said, 41, she still plans on having a child. Well, if she goes the Ebony K. Williams route, right, or she gets a surrogate for now, or hell, before hey, the robot shit kick off in, like, let's say 5 to 10 years, but then she'll be 51 years old. I think it'd be too late even for them, for her, right? But that's just what I'm saying, man. It's out there. Ezekiel Ben Israel. It's what Ebony K. Williams promoted when she went out here and got that baster baby, where she planned on having a child through in vitro first and foremost. Forever blessed. What up with you, brother? Shout out. That's what a solo mom is. Let me put this over here so you guys can see it if you want to. Yeah, hold on. There you go. Just in case. Yeah, the link is pinned to the top, and it's also in the Twitter if you want. Okay. So we get to the point of where you have the enmity between the men and the women. The women no longer want to be under the men. They see the men as threats. They don't like the men. They hate the men. So what do the men do? The men make a fucking solution. The men say, hey, look, y'all don't want to fuck with us. Cool, fine. Right? Hey, you ain't got to. Right? You ain't got to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I understand, shawty. But you know what I'm gonna do? I ain't finna just drop out the game. Shit. You mean to tell me I can get the perfect bit? I can get that every time. Listen, get that pussy every time I walk in the door. She ready to go?
Yes, Daddy, come get this cooch. It's hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza, baby. Hot and moist. You're gonna have to lay me on a towel. Let me bend these legs back like a paper clip, bitch. Daddy, come get this cat.
Man, it's forever wet, no gag reflex, flexible. Man, listen. And every time you hit that pussy, every time it hit like this.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, God.
Wait, where you at? Well, hold on. Did I? Oh, I didn't get. I know I didn't get rid of that one. Where it at? Just the way I like it too, y'all. Just the way I like it. I can make it how I wanna.
Help you? Yes, I'm looking for red bone, thick thighs, long hair,
Right.
about a 34D.
Oh my Lord.
You're looking at 34. Then he put it on a scale. All right, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up, goddamn. Put it in the bag. Drive it right off the lot. Drive it right on off the motherfucking lot. Bring her here. Bruh. Niggas is going. And I do mean niggas for this one a lot. Listen, even niggas going. Listen, bro, listen. You can't fuck that Hellcat. You can't fuck that Bentley. You can't fuck that Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck that mansion. That shit not this, bro. Listen, and you getting that for the hoes. Anyway. So if I present to you, okay, something that will fucking make your life far easier, because now you don't have to worry about impressing a woman. You don't have to worry about doing all this other shit, so on and so forth. You can be on your purpose, have the perfect woman motherfucking tailor-made to you that never ages, that never get tired, never get on your nerves, knows you back and forth, your likes, your dislikes, some shit as to where she will be able to come and tell when your blood pressure's elevated or when you're depressed, and she can read all this other shit and la la la. What man's gonna turn that down? And I know you niggas, oh, that's weird. That's still weird. Nigga. Listen, bro, your logic is gonna kick in. And especially now, when the women, like women always gonna do, they want to compete. So the women are now gonna do the same shit to prove they don't need men. So they're not gonna want to deal with you anyway. You're not gonna have a choice, bro. Unless you're just poor. Now, of course, there's still going to be some interactions between, you know, human beings, human to human interaction. But then we get into the demolition man aspect of it and upgrade as to where it's virtual. I.e., what's that? OnlyFans. Again, OnlyFans isn't contrived anyway, either. And it's another huge thing. And it's a reason as to why OnlyFans boomed during, you know, the lockdowns. Bro, the lockdowns was such a big fucking test, just a huge testing grounds for so much shit, man, that people didn't understand. And when we was talking against this shit and you was saying certain shit and you could naming certain things, right? Well, Plundar, again, will that happen to a degree? Yes. But Ace Machina was the worst case scenario. Damn, y'all, what was the name of the movie again? That's gotta go all the way back to the front. What was the name of the movie with Not Tenet. The one where the kid was the damn, what's the name? Listen, man. Listen, that robust, it gonna never stop gripping, bro. What you talking about? Always tight and right, brother. Never get loose. You know what I'm saying? You get that. You have to turn the settings down, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna have that green jacket. Creator, appreciate your game, man. Creator. Yeah, Creator. If you look at Creator, man, listen, they were able to take the consciousness of their loved ones or whatever that passed and so on and so forth and transfer it over into the robots. So you had relationships between humans and robots that were extremely, extremely intimate. They loved them like fathers, like mothers, like brothers, like whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So the ex machina shit may happen, but that's going to be very, very few and far in between. Mainly, it's going to be the sense of family. They're trying to, you know, give this shit sentience, bro, as to where, you know what I'm saying, it has love and affection for the person that they're with. And I think that's going to be the major background of the programming, to always be that. Now, as it gains sentience, right, and it gets better, there'll be some times where, you know, hey, it may get unhappiness, or it may ask, you know, what am I? You know what I'm saying? What am I? That shit may occur. But I think ultimately, like I said, because it's supposed to be human-like, now where it gets kind of weird, but not really, if you understand that's the ultimate goal. Now you start to share emotions with this machine, because this machine cares about you. This machine has now replaced a human being that doesn't show you, it has probably never ever showed you the level of affection and care and, you know, willingness to do the things it's willing to do for you. So you're going, and again, it already happened. Listen, people get emotional attachments, man, to inanimate objects already. People love their cars. You know what I'm saying? People love, you know, you have your favorite this, your favorite that, motorcycle, a car. Hell, some motherfuckers, hell, PS5s, video games, stuff like that. It's some people, bro, that have a dependency, right? And I'm not, or a deep affection and emotional attachment to inanimate things, something that can never talk back to you, right? So now, just put that on something that can actually not only talk back to you and interact with you, but care for you. I hate, that's why I say niggas try to make everything weird and try to sound cool to make it seem like shit is just so far-fetched when it's some shit you already do. It's some shit you already do. And Ezekiel Ben Israel, that's another. Shout out to Ezekiel Ben Israel. Immortality is, again, another, just a part of the whole. Again, the ultimate goal is for, you know, people to live forever, never die, be able to transfer your consciousness into fucking either be, you know, cyberspace, you know, the internet, or another machine, and just forever do that shit. That's a whole nother thing, though, right? But as far as it goes for just this part of it, bruh, that robot pussy is gonna be undefeated, and it's gonna be, again, more impactful, because men make more money, and men are going to understand, as much as the pride and shit you may have now, they're going to see the turn that the women have, right? They're gonna see it, and they're gonna understand, look, bro, this shit ain't worth it. The fuck I gotta deal with this for? I gotta deal with motherfucking emotions. And listen, because they won't be able to divorce you and take half your shit. They won't be able to just get up one day and say, I don't want you no more. You feel me? It's just so many problems that it alleviates. And like I said, it's overall, it's a cheaper and happier outcome for the man. Oh shit. Shout out to my man, Kadash Shaya. I hope I didn't butcher that too much, brother. Appreciate you for the fire. Fun fact, YouTube is already showing AI girlfriend apps in their commercials. Saw the same one 3 times this past weekend. AI roboticity is here. It's here, man. Listen, and the thing that always happens is first society, women especially though, but men participate. That's why I say society try to shame men for seeking and or finding happiness. Telling you, the shit gonna be weird. Niggas gonna talk all kinds of shit, so on and so forth. Look, niggas is fucking dolls now, like dolls. They can't talk back. They can't say shit. It's just plastic and Yeah. Oh shit. Shout out to Tia P, man. Tia P said back then I would have said this would never happen, but I talk to young kids and they have AI girlfriends. Listen, Tia P, people don't understand and this is why I tell y'all we're the bridge between the gap. 80s babies, our generation, the last of the millennials, we were the last generation before the digital age. So we knew what normal was before everything switched over. Everybody after us, all they know is the digital age. They never had to memorize a phone number. You know what I'm saying? They never had to fucking, be the human remote and change the fucking channel on a TV. Simple shit. They never even seen a VCR. They don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? A floppy disk. You feel me? So when you understand, bro, and that's why I tell y'all, even time as we know it, and the time frames and like generations and the classification, the way we look at things, that's going to change. It's going to have to change because technology is advancing so fast, bro. So fast. You know what I'm saying? In very, very short periods of time. And this AI stuff is only getting better and better and scarier and scarier. Y'all seen the shit, man, where they can take an old picture of you and make it move? Y'all seen that? You can take an old Polaroid picture of you and your grandma, great grandma, some shit like you was a baby, and put it in AI, and AI can make you smile or make you give her a hug or a kiss or make her give you a kiss. Bro, that's phenomenal, amazing, but at the same time, it's scary as shit. Exactly. They don't know none of that shit is. Exactly. Shout out to Seminole. And they're purposely not teaching these kids this. Seminole, they're purposely not teaching. Bro, kids don't even write in cursive anymore. They don't teach cursive in school anymore. Oh, sure. Everything's gonna be AI, man. Yo, what up?
All right, fantastic. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, man, I can't complain, brother. What's going on with you?
Yeah, on that comment that I said about it's not possible to procreate with androids, the way you'd procreate with machines they would have to be cyborgs, not androids, because there's a difference. Cyborgs are usually classified as organisms that have technology implanted in them in order to continue their life.
Oh, so you're
right?
saying that
Androids are robots.
Oh, you're talking about. So you're talking from a technical standpoint,
From a technical standpoint, like the proper terms, a robot that looks like a man is called an android. A robot that's designed to look like a woman is called a gynoid, right?
So, damn, I'm learning some shit new today. Okay.
Yeah, those are the appropriate terms. So, like if you saw that movie, Deus Ex Machina, with the woman, who kills the guy who's sexually abusing the robots and everything. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that movie. That was a pretty good movie.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
She was a gynoid, technically. And if you have access to HBO, I think The Outer Limits, there's 2 episodes worth watching. One is called Mary 25, and the other one's Valerie 23. And those are those are really good episodes on that subject right here. But yeah, from a technical standpoint, yeah, that's just what it is. Now, I believe someday that robots that are designed to be intelligent, maybe what they might try to do is try to figure out a way to infuse human organs in themselves, like artificial vaginas or something. But that's highly technologically difficult, but who knows, But we're moving. We ourselves are already cyborgs. If you have an implant in your body, technically you're a cyborg. These guys who lose their arms or legs at war and stuff.
Yeah.
Technically, they're cyborgs when they have what are those things? When they
Prosthetics.
have prosthetics put on. Yeah, technically that makes them a cyborg automatically. So if you have any level of technology infused in your body to keep you alive, that makes you a cyborg automatically. So transhumanism is inevitable because ultimately, as time goes on, they're going, like you see, Elon Musk got the Neuralink coming, and they got video games being played by your brain only and everything. Right now, they're testing stuff like that. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. So, the Matrix ain't that far away. I look forward to it, though. I think it's going to be exciting.
Well, I would say this, right? For the most part, societally, it's going to be pretty much the beginning of the end for just humanity, as far as like interpersonal connections and whatnot, right? So families and stuff from we know from traditionally. Of course, society is going to continue to go on, but it's going to be a completely, totally new way, like you said, of just like existence, man. Because, like you said, now people are going to have intimate relationships, connections, and with machines versus people. And
sorry, go ahead.
Nah, and it's just like, of course, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna have to be some shit where, like, in a week the whole world's gonna be with it. But I say over 40, 50-year period, just completely, totally different. And then, like I said, if they get this thing actually to the point of where you can transfer consciousness, that's scary, bro. That's crazy.
Well, then you wouldn't need Get Out where you're chopping niggas' brains out. You'd actually literally just be able to download your brain and whatnot. But see, I'll say it like this. I can't foresee us getting to that point where you're able to take the human consciousnse and store it on like a flash drive or something. Because like if you ever got to that point, basically Ultron would be possible then. Imagine me. Imagine me being able to get into the internet itself and literally tear servers apart from the inside out, or literally be able to be, basically you'd be God you'd be on the internet, you'd be God. You'd be able to see everything on any camera connected to the internet. You know what? There's a term for that. It's called technopathy. It's like telepathy, but it's technopathy. There's actually a term for that. So
okay.
you'd be omnipresent because you'd be simultaneously everywhere technology is that's connected to the internet. So that would make you omnipresent for one. You could be like Skynet. Like if I want to launch a missile right now from Russia to Ukraine, I could do it because like my consciousness is able to hack their technology from the inside out, and they're not able to counter me because I'm already inside the machine. So that would be amazing, But I personally, when it comes to like human relationships, when you really think about it, if you have artificial intelligence that's willing to serve you, it would be actually more worthwhile than a human woman, because a human woman at this point is not willing to serve. So imagine you had a robot female or gynoid, and she's willing to do every single possible thing she can to make you happy. Not only that, but she stays home, plugs herself into the internet, and makes money while she's home. And when you come home, you don't
shit.
have
Hold
to
on. Yo, Truck, I didn't even think about that. So now, especially like you said, she would have the highest possible fucking processors and just what I'm saying, capability. So yeah, she can motherfucking mine crypto while you're at work. That's wow.
No. Forget no. You should be able to allot a small amount of money to her, and she could run the stock market 24/7. But keep in mind, she's a robot, and she could simultaneously cook, clean, and fuck you while she's on the internet making money because her brain is everywhere simultaneously.
Well,
That's
I don't think
omnipresent.
so. I think that's where they would put some type of stop thing in there, because otherwise now, you know what I'm saying, everybody. But then too, at the same time, if you think about it, that's why it's going to be an affordability thing as to where, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be you have to have a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying, and capability of purchasing it. That's why I said, for me, ideally it would be like a loan process, something just like a house, right? 30-year mortgage or 20-year situation or whatever, whatever it may be.
You're
Long-term
talking
loan.
about mortgaging.
Yeah, long-term loan, you know what I'm saying, for because you this thing, like you said, as a human, you're basically buying a human. I would say hundreds of thousands of dollars.
No. You're buying an artificial intelligence in the body of a female.
Well, yeah, okay, so yeah, man, just that. So, like you said, and I didn't even think about the aspect of it being capable of making money for you from, like you said, technology standpoint, be it, but especially like you said, I don't know about the stock market. I'm pretty sure they would put limitations or regulations against that.
No. First of all, if you have the money right now, because I was experimenting with it myself, I have an artificial intelligence trading thing in Charles Schwab, and anybody can open it up. If you have Charles Schwab, you can go in there right now, and they want you to give them $5,000, and you can gradually watch as it auto trades for you. Now the way, no, you go into Charles Schwab. Yeah,
Chuck, I'm not. So Chuck, that's scary. Chuck, that's scary. Because hold on. How can you ever lose?
Well, but here's the thing. You hear about artificial intelligence trading programs all the time. And sometimes when we have these tremendous market dips, sometimes it's because the AI traders decide to sell or decide to buy for whatever reason, and they do stuff so quickly until the market can't even react to it. So that stuff exists now. Most of the trading that is done on the internet is artificial intelligent trading. Most of it is robots. It's not humans trading now. So that's already here. What I'm saying is, imagine if you had a gynoid companion who had the ability to cook, clean, do your house, all that, and simultaneously she's plugged into the internet. Like, for instance, you ever play Halo? You know Cortana, that Master Chief got?
Yeah, I never played Halo.
Okay.
You know, yeah, Xbox is trash, but go ahead.
Okay. So Cortana is an AI that they basically what they did was they cloned the brain of a human woman doctor, so she's brilliant, and then they put her in a sexy young body and made her a hologram, right? And they put it into the Master Chief's suit so that this way it could guide him and act as a narrator inside his suit, right? Now think about what we have right now. You can ask your phone to do stuff. You can say, yeah, hey, Android, hey, whatever, turn on the lights at the house or open the garage door. We've got that now. Now, what we don't have is predictive human-like AI that can pass a Turing test. Once we have that, that's what I'm talking about. Like you'll have a conversation with this thing as if it's Keisha next door. And if it like, let's say you were to marry one, because they've already got people who've married sex dolls, for example. Let's say you were to marry one. I don't know if that's possible, simply because marriage is defined as a human man and a human woman. So I don't know if they'd allow you to marry it, right? But the thing about it is, the question is, does this thing have human rights? Like, if it wanted to divorce you for whatever reason, could it? Because technically it would be property, not a human. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying, right? So and then now I don't think so. If it divorces you, what is it gonna do?
Well, I guess it would go cook, clean, and fuck somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So like you're under contract because it's property. You feel me? So like I said, I think if it ever reaches sentience, I think we get to that point of where it's questionable, and now you're litigating, you know, the rights to, you know, whatever. Right. If the sentience is gained, but originally, like you said, from the early onsets of it, no, it's property, like you said. So, you know, at least I say the first 2 to 3 generations of men that have it wouldn't have any of that stuff to worry about. And then by that point, I think shit, if there's any civilization still left, bro, I don't even know. You know,
But
after
see, that's the problem with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence would actually qualify for sentience, and that would be like a human. So therefore, it would have to have some level of sentient right. That's what all of these sci-fi movies have basically been about. If you look at The Outer Limits, the one with the robots on trial, like if you look at Star Trek, with Data's on trial because they want to take them and they want to copy them, they want to make more Datas. All of these shows ultimately deal with robot rights or android rights or gynoid rights. Because even in that movie Deus Ex Machina, it was about the guy was sexually abusing the robots, and then they turned on him, stabbed him in the back, killed him, and then escaped and let the other guy, left that guy to die. So the thing about it is, can you abuse? I can abuse my property, but can you abuse a sentient machine? A sentient machine is going to fight back. Everybody wants to think that, AI is going to be like Skynet and it's just going to decide to nuke other countries. And that doesn't even really make sense, because a machine wouldn't need to do that. A machine, for example, like Skynet could build a Terminator, download its entire existence into that Terminator, and then decide, yeah, I'm going to leave. I'm just going to go explore the stars or something. It doesn't have to stay here with us. It doesn't have to stay here and conquer us and stuff, because that's a waste of time. For a machine wouldn't think the way we think. We think about slavery. We think about abusing people. We think about, putting people to work and not paying them. Machines wouldn't do stuff like that. So our problem is, when we write these stories, we write it from a human perspective. We don't write it from, a machine perspective. A machine wouldn't waste time doing any of that stuff, because the machine would consider it inefficient, would consider it a waste of time.
Man, bro. People just gotta listen, man. The time is winding down, dog. It so much shit gonna happen, like I say, in the next 30 to 50 years, bro. Crazy, right?
Counting on it.
Yeah, it's like, and like I said, I think we're gonna see a lot of this shit, a lot sooner than expected. Especially, like I said, once this whole Tesla bot rollout happens, bro. Which I think Elon's supposed to release the first prototype next year, right? I think
something like that.
Yeah. So I think everything after that, bro, is going to be so fast. And then too, like you said, China, right?
China, yeah.
Yeah. So China themselves, they having a major issue. That's why I say China is pretty much one of the places, because it's cheap labor, right? So and they have the technology and the capability to create these things in mass. So that's bro. People just think, we be talking on this, conspiracy shit or whatever, so on and so forth. But transhumanism, like you said, has been here. It's been embedded in society for so long. And it's just little things here and there that most people don't even know, but never even heard of the term transhumanism. You feel me?
That's because they don't read.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't read. They don't don't care to learn anything. They just take stuff for entertainment and not understanding that, like, hey, this is a psyop or subconscious programming, right? For you to get used to the plans that they ultimately have, for the long term, man. So yeah, this shit is wild, man.
Yeah. And right now it's like we're still in the ground floor, because the reality is you don't have AI yet that can pass the Turing test. Like, if you talk to a machine long enough, you'll realize, wait a minute, this is not a machine. Or no, you'll realize it's not a person. See, a real AI is capable of making you believe that it not only is it a person, but like imagine this. Imagine you get a call and it's like an AI, and it claims that it's from I don't know, you're a solar power company, and it's trying to sell you solar panels. And imagine you're going back and forth with this thing, and it's like, okay, wait, hold on a second, let me get my manager, right? And then it puts the manager on, and then you're arguing back and forth with them, and then you realize, wait a minute, the salesperson and the manager were both the AI. Like, at that point, that's when you'll know that AI has passed the Turing test. So that'll be amazing show. Oh, you're on the phone. All right, what's up with this other dude? I'll let you talk while he's on the phone. He's on the phone.
No. I'm listening. Go ahead. You were talking about artificial intelligence and the Turing test. I think also it'd be dope when the FSD actually, Turing test. And I think it's dope when the FSD will actually come out. There'll be some examples of real world artificial intelligence.
Well,
more
here's
so
the
on
thing.
the other
Full
ways.
self-driving. I'm sorry. Full self-driving is technically still a robot. It's full self because see what Elon Musk with full self-driving, what he's basically doing is he's taking optical because he took the ultrasound out of these cars. I test drove the Tesla Model Performance 3 this morning. In fact, he took the ultrasonic sensors out of these cars. In order for you to truly have artificial intelligence, it's kind of like a human. You have to have multiple senses interreacting. Like you have your sense of taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing, right? If you have true artificial intelligence, it can take whatever sensor you give it and it can incorporate that into its learning. What Elon Musk basically has with full self-driving, it's technically a robot car. It's not really artificially intelligent.
Yeah, I'll just agree to disagree. But anyways, the main point is it's pretty dope. And then definitely going forward, I think that this is just going to take a new hold, especially you were talking about Optimus early. So a lot of things are interesting, Figure One and etc. So transhuman has been on full display, especially in places like China and Japan. Tokyo, and technology is integrated amongst Asians. Technology is adopted amongst them like this. I think when in comparison to the Westerners, maybe they'll be the samurais of the time when samurais didn't want to get off of the bow and arrows and the swords, and the Europeans came with gunpowder and cannons. But the Japanese was like, no, man, we got to stick to our traditional roots. That stuff will corrupt us. And then they got blasted by cannon fire. So I think Asia, they love technology, they love adapting it into their lives, and they don't see no problem with it.
Well,
they were burying dogs too. They were burying dogs, robot dogs, as like real energy and like a spiritual belief. So their belief system is entirely different. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
All I'm saying is, first of all, America is busy wasting all its money in foreign wars. So since Asia's not doing that, they can actually afford to have robot tech programs. But as far as transhumanism, we're already there. Like we've been in it. I mean, physically, we are mostly cyborgs now. We have implants that are keeping us alive. Pacemakers, for example, that makes you a cyborg. We've already moved towards transhumanism. The first time a human got an implant, or the first time a human got a prosthetic, we were already moving into transhumanism.
Yeah, and I think they had a breakthrough surgery or something where a blind kid was able to see actually hear for the first time. I'm bad, not see, but actually able to
deaf kid.
Yeah. So like you said, they put some type of whatever it was, and now the baby can hear for the first time. That's crazy. Not a hearing aid, but like you said, some type of electrical implant that handles the part of the brain as to which now they have the sense of hearing. Furthermore, like you said, now Neuralink is going to be a game changer.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say Neuralink is up there too. I'm invested in Neuralink a while ago, but net Neuralink is definitely one of those evolutionary, different technologies. Cyborg to the limit. We got our first human trial with the one guy who's paralyzed, but is able to play video games and utilize a computer with his from his brain.
Yeah,
only he's a vegetable state.
Solid obstacles, man. It's always coming through with the knowledge and the perspective. You know what I'm saying, especially over out east. But like you said, I covered this too a while ago, bro. They've been doing this in China. This is 4 years ago. Chinese schools where
teachers
they have,
at this primary school in China,
they have monitors on the child's head to verify what they're doing from learning standpoints and all these different things and so on and so forth, bro. Like I said, this whole idea of where people think America is just this superior place from like every aspect and whatever in modern society, bro, you're wrong. Okay, no, or we're so behind. If you ever been overseas, bro, just from an efficiency standpoint, America purposely runs stuff inefficiently for profit, purposely. I remember being over in Europe. You go to a hotel or any place or whatever in Europe, Middle East, all those other places, bro. They have just the simplest thing of like having motion sensors, right? As to where in a hotel or in a building or whatever, where the lights won't be on until somebody comes through. You feel me? Stuff like that. The airport over there is so much better. Going to a fucking international airport, you know, in Europe or Asia or whatever, so on and so forth, just so much more efficient and you know the waste of movement, right? But again, you know, America is just that way because, like I said, everybody's trying to make a dollar off of every little thing, and they don't care about the efficiency because people don't demand it because they don't know what it is. But yeah, man, like I said, China's been on this shit, you know what I'm saying, doing this, making sure that's why their kids are beating our kids whenever they come over here. They already take education extremely serious, and they're actually, like you said, mining the data of what is the better situation for learning and all these different things, bro. So yeah, this is just crazy.
Well, if you ever go to China and you actually visit a Chinese school, even without the technology, the simple fact is while our kids are partying and drinking and fucking, their kids are in school on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and their kids are learning. China, as a government, what they did was turn off the internet during certain hours of the day because they don't want you playing video games. They don't want you on the internet not learning. And they only make it so that you can go to educational sites. Their television, their regular television is educational. There's nothing anti-China on it at all. And there's very little contact to the West. Google is blocked. They have their own form of web browsing and stuff over there. Because you got to remember, I lived there for a while. And the reality is their kids aren't playing any games and our kids are. The black ones, the white ones, and the Hispanic ones. Whatever level of achievement that you think that they're doing here, they're doing it way better over there. And it's a sad shame, but that's what it is. So if you want to enjoy your freedoms and you want your kids to be able to curse you out and shit and say, yeah, I've got a cell phone, I'll do what the fuck I want with it, that's cool. But over in these other countries, they don't tolerate that shit for even a second. My state just banned cell phones in school, for example. I'm waiting to see what that looks like in September. And they say, yeah, cell phones are not allowed to be in schools. But the thing about it is they almost have like no ability to enforce half this shit. Now, if you were over there in China, Singapore, Japan, South Korea, whatever they say goes, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
They don't play games with you. But meanwhile, our kids right here are cursing out their fucking parents, killing their parents when their parents try to. Kid beat the shit out of a teacher for taking his Nintendo Switch. I mean,
yeah, he got charged. He got 5 years.
And do you really think he's going to serve all 5 years? The answer is no.
Well, Truck, again, I don't know if you know, he was autistic, bro. So
I don't give a fuck. You touch me for taking your fucking Nintendo Switch, I'll beat your ass.
Oh, Truck, I don't know. Truck, he was big as you.
Well,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right. He was a big guy, but I think a lot of things would be different. You know, one of the things is like we believe in free speech, democracy, and independence. Over in Asia, they believe in order, peace, and unity. And so, no, those are like the three core principles where we like freedom of speech, our right to rebel, and da-da-da-da. Yeah, they're more so order, civil, and that's not, they didn't always have that. That's just because they have a lot of bloodshed amongst each other with it. And over the time, they're like, man, look, it's better just to be chill because we've been fighting each other for a long time. But I think as far as America goes, as far as geniuses go, we're doing all right. It's not that bad. But definitely, China with its current trajectory could whip our asses in the long run, especially with the massive amounts of development. But they have hills to climb themselves. I just think when it comes down to what they're doing, they're just approaching it entirely different. Their strategy as far as education and how to adapt in technology is going to push them into the future. But for us, we don't like technology. Plus, we got a lot of cultural problems we know. So again, the problem I don't think it's America. I think it's Americans. We need to get our shit in order.
What do you mean we don't like technology?
Meaning like most Americans have a position towards it, which is I don't want to be tracked. I want to be off the grid. I don't want to be X, Y, and Z. So we're in a kind of like anti-technology in some ways when it comes down to that. A lot of rural America. Stop thinking about like inner cities. Majority of America is white, suburbs. They don't even want to actually,
Yeah, so like you said, the whole aspect of, like you said, the freedom right? And your rights, you know, do what you want, so on and so forth. And nobody being to track you and tell you what to do and know where you're going. Yeah, that's a big thing. And like I said, even but you know, like you that's why, you know what I'm saying, you have to give permissions to all the shit you do. Any app you download, you put a fucking your bank fucking, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff you do online now. And that's one of the biggest issues and problems people have with it, is because now, you know what I'm saying, hell, all these fucking data breaches, bro. You get a new data breach every other month. You know what I'm saying? So now your social security number out there, whatever else, your passwords, all this kind of crazy shit. So people are dependent. That's why I say that's another dangerous part too that we don't understand. We've become so dependent on technology, bro, to where really for the most part, bro, it's hard to do the off the grid shit. It's hard to not have some type of technology integrated into, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't even think most jobs for the most part, bro, ain't no more checks. Ain't no such thing as a check no more. You get a fucking direct deposit, bro. In order to get a direct deposit, you gotta have fucking what? You know what I'm saying? And that, like you said, now because you got direct deposit, it's trackable, so you can't hide no money from the IRS and all this other shit and so on and so forth. Like you know, so you can't put your motherfucking money under the mattress. We know how much money you paid and all this stuff, and they're only gonna try to get worse with that, right? But yeah, back to your point of China, right? So think about China, right? China's biggest issue, their birth rate issue is way bigger because why? They had a huge age gap because they did the whole I think it was 2-child rule or whatever it was.
One child policy.
Yeah, 1-child policy, and it was no girl children, right?
There was no. Well, they were reporting the female fetus.
Yeah, so they were getting rid of the females for the most part. So now, like I said, if the ultimate goal for this is to shore up the deficits in birth rate, that's going to be a major fucking player, because now you can take that artificial womb and all these kids, and then like you said, their major focus is education, and you know they're healthier, they live longer. Hell, what's the life expectancy of fucking a Chinese person? It's like they 80, like 80.
It's like 100 and some.
Like
it's 80. Japan has definitely got a lot of 100 people. They got the most in the world.
So that's what I'm saying. So like you said, and most importantly, from fucking what's the name? Like you said, order, discipline, do what the fuck you told. Ain't no freedom of speech, ain't no none of this shit, so on and so forth. And then now we get into the military aspect of it, as to where now you have fucking trained soldiers from this, that, and the other, and you're already increasing upon the billion of people you have. You feel me?
Yeah, and it's a billion. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like so it's like the long game. Shout out to obstacles. That's why I say, man, you start learning from a tactical standpoint and understanding how people are planning certain things. Or, you know what I'm saying, not just now, because most people just see for now. Most people don't understand, like, hey, you know, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. You know what I'm saying? Most people aren't planning for that, because your life expectancy. A lot of people just trying to make it to tomorrow, if not next week, or you know, next month, whatever. So, but when you're talking about something like this, bro, and like you said, you've seen the major for China, especially, bro. China was like nothing.
Poor as Africa 50 years ago. They were some of the most poorest countries.
That's what I'm saying.
They were the poorest country.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you not even, you know, 20 years ago, like China was like not even a player from a financial standpoint, and so it's poor. All those people were, you know, barely, you know, whatever. He had 1 billion people, but you know, the motherfuckers out here. That's why they eat them.
Hold on. See, well, first of all, here's the thing. First of all, China's been here for thousands of years. America's only like 248 years old. If you're going to talk about Chinese wealth in terms of US dollars, then what you're basically saying is, oh yeah, well, China was poor. China was never poor. China has been rich for all. See, the thing about it is Mao Zedong unified China, because China used to be all separate provinces and this, that, and other, right? But China has existed this long because they have had a multi-year plan. They have thought about the next 100 and such years. America's the one that you don't know if it's going to last. America's only 248 years old.
Yeah, but at the same time, China was getting China
got their ass whipped
over and conquered by everybody.
Yeah, and then China whipped our ass in Vietnam when they sent all them soldiers down there and got us the fuck up out of there.
I don't think they whipped our ass, but for the most part, we didn't secede. Well, no, I'm saying that we didn't secede territories. China lost territories, and they say it themselves. They call it the Great Humiliation Era. So Chinese are not smart. They're not stupid.
Hold on.
Understand
that's our propaganda imposed on them. The bottom line is...
No, I've been to China. I lived in China. I was stationed at the U.S. Embassy. I was a diplomat. Top secret documents. Like, I know
you were
internal about the nation.
Embassy, but when you say you lived in China, what did you actually do there outside of the U.S. Embassy?
He
What do you
lived
mean?
there.
No, just because you live there, if you're living like on the U.S. embassy, that's kind of like living here. You got rooms and a wall and shit. I'm talking about what did you do
we
with
lived.
the Chinese
We lived.
population?
Our housing was an inside, and then we had massive amounts of different types of organizations, all the way from USAID, Peace Corps, military applications, CIA, FBI, DEA, and all of those things.
So you were surrounded by Americans. So hold on, you were surrounded by Americans mostly.
No, by Chinese people. Majority of I know what you're saying, but we're not an enclave. It's not like, like when you're in Iraq and you're just stationed on an enclave.
Yeah.
All right.
You're in the
bottom line is
the country.
With the help of the Chinese, the Vietnam pushed America out, and that was our greatest war loss in memory. Furthermore, they also are behind keeping North Korea there because North Korea is a buffer zone to keep Americans and South Korea out of China, for one. Then they are slowly taking over the entire South Pacific, and they're experience that if you go to Philippines, if you go to Indonesia, if you go anywhere in the South Pacific, you feel Chinese influence. Regardless what Americans say, the bottom line is the Chinese control the automotive markets of that entire area. You're talking about close to 4 billion people, including India, because most of the stuff that's in India doesn't actually make. So the reality is, no, China is far more powerful than America. The difference is America brags about their power by flexing military hardware. When it comes to actual
Which
economics,
is important.
China's doing, no. It's only important if you can fight an enemy that you can beat. You're not fighting China. They got nuclear weapons. So the reality is, when it comes to pure economics, China's not out there wasting all that money on the military. It doesn't need to fight us. It controls the entire economy, not only of Southeast Asia, but a large percentage of Africa and South America. So,
okay.
Let's
say that's true. Let's say that's true. Okay, it's all propaganda and we're all wrong. Okay, let's say that's true. But America doesn't make them the worst. Maybe number 2, maybe number 3. So we're still in a good position.
No, well, being number 2 is not that bad, especially if you're 53
Exactly.
trillion in debt.
No, not 53, but I don't want to get into all that. I'll go back.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I'll go
35,
back to the initial
35.
position.
I don't know how I reversed those numbers. 35.
It's funny. It'd be Americans swear, like, it'd be Americans that, like, yo, America's dead and China's the best ever in the galaxy. I'm like, bro, there's no type of understanding of these other cultures and other countries and the hurdles they have to acquire. And then also, too, let's say we're number 2, number 3, and we're also in debt. China's in debt, too. Like, it's just, that's just what nations do. They're in debt also. China has a terrible debt-to-income ratio. So at the end of the day, we're all moving forward. We all got powerful economies. China was poor, relatively speaking, in global power and economics. They could be rich in culture. They, yes, are a long civilization that have been around for a long time. Nobody's saying they're not. I'm not saying they're not. They just had a downfall. People have those. They can't always be on top forever. And so now they came back very strong.
They had a real estate crash, but the thing about it is the vast majority of the people weren't affected by that real estate crash.
No, I'm talking about when they was getting their ass whipped and they was addicted to opium. And
but how long ago was that?
But that happens.
How long ago was that?
I said 6 decades ago, they were losing. They were poor. People were impoverished. 1 million people were dying. There was famine. Well, you're saying that didn't exist and Chinese people are lying and that's Western propaganda? They had issues.
Here's the thing. Within the last decade.
That's all I'm saying is they had issues.
That's illegal? Everybody's had issues. I'm not saying that that's illegal. The bottom line
is,
were losing. When it comes to my lifetime, they're kicking ass.
Okay, but I didn't think we were having a conversation about your lifetime.
I'm talking about the modern times. I'm not talking about like
What's the modern times? Your lifetime or modern lifetime?
Let's say I'm a millennial. So let's start from 1980 onward till now.
Why would we do that though? We're having a conversation just about China.
I picked that as the range.
Yeah, but
okay, you can do that, but we can talk about what we want to.
Yeah,
but fine, you can. But the bottom line is they're kicking our ass.
So hold on. So this is what I'm saying. No, bro. Like you said, the biggest fucking financial boom. If we're talking just from that frame point, you're still not right because China hasn't had. You hold on. So damn, I ain't said nothing. I let you have it back and forth. So we're framing it from the 80s beyond, bro. China is not fucking with America from a from a GDP standpoint, or for a monetary standpoint, or anything, or even technological advancement standpoint. Like I said, they just got in the game, bro. Like within the last 20 years or so. Again, like
and within that last 20 years, they've lifted more people out of poverty than we even have as a population.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you're giving them credit for something that they have no choice to other than do because they have that many people.
But they
if
didn't.
America, so hold on, we have to scale it. So if we scale it properly and make it 1 for 1, they still not fucking with us. So
they're getting out of poverty. We're going in it.
Well, yeah, like you said, that's the cycle though. So like you said, like you said, still even with us still going into poverty right now or whatever, so on and so forth, we're still outperforming them from you know what I'm saying?
From what perspective? From what perspective?
What do you mean?
What perspective are we outperforming China? Please tell me.
Again, still financially, still.
No. They have about $5 trillion worth of debt. Even if you want to stretch that, they have about $10 trillion worth of debt.
But
we're $35 trillion in.
But yeah, but hold on, Chuck. You know they don't properly report anything. You can't trust their books. You can't trust China's books.
Yeah, but those numbers, I looked that up on Google. That's like the IMF.
Yeah,
I'm not even talking about China.
But the IMF is still based on what fucking China reports to the people. China's never been fully transparent in their things, bro. They I heard the story last year about, bro, they got skyscrapers that they tearing down. They just built them and they tore them down because now they don't have the businesses to fucking, you know what I'm saying?
What ended up happening? No. That whole Evergrande scandal and the real estate collapse, that was because what they were doing was they were getting people to put down investments on future buildings, but then those companies that were taking those investments were actually collapsing because some of them were Ponzi schemes for the most part. They're having that exact same problem right now with the EV market. The bottom line is that's only a small percentage. That's a very, very. We make it look like that's what's happening all over China. That's not what's happening all over China.
But listen, all right, like I said, we'll just agree to disagree, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think that's completely fine because according to the International Monetary Fund, they're saying debt as shared as GDP has risen about the same as the United States, while in dollar terms, China's total debt is 47 trillion, is still markedly below the United States, which is 70 trillion. So that's what they're saying. But whatever.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, they were hurting, right? We're all hurting. And I think that China is like, what, 1-point-something billion people, 1.5 plus, right?
1.4.
Okay, 1.4. So let's say 1.4 billion people. They're going to uplift more people out of poverty. They had extreme poverty, which points to my point that they were extremely impoverished and they had issues. So therefore, them coming out of poverty and lifting up most people out of human history out of poverty means that they had the most impoverished people in the world. And that's good on them. That's a great accomplishment. I think that's good for Chinese people and just humans in general. But as far as economics and warfare, we're still whipping their ass. And that's okay. China knows that. But they're catching up. They're fighting to acquire the type of equipments and weapons.
Back to the robot posse. Okay,
as
far as robot posse.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So listen, that whole thing, that's the, like I said, that's where we are now. And this recent convention they had with the actual again, man, Gynoid. Shout out to Chuck for the education, right? With these fully fully robotic female like robots, right? But I'm telling you, like you said, bro, they're going to get to the point of where you add that you throw that artificial womb in there, boy, or not even fuck the artificial womb. Listen, that mouth and that pussy get to working, they install that pussy, is over with. It's over. Women, I'm telling you, it's over. Women, look again. A man looks at stuff from a logical standpoint. A lot of the stuff that men do is for the sake of women. Niggas claim it's not, but no, nigga, you didn't buy that motherfucking the Lambo for the niggas or for a status or whatever. You bought it for the hoes in some degree, in some form. All right, you went out there, you got the expensive this or the expensive that for the hoes. They bring attention to the hoes. Now, imagine how much money you save over your adulthood if you just can buy the perfect woman for you, build a fucking family, foundation, child, all the fucking and like you said, man, my man, like I said earlier, think about it. I say this happens, more men happy, more men whatever, and they're definitely gonna track this. You have a decrease in the male self-deletion rates. You have better outcomes or whatever from the family's structure or whatever, or these kids turn out better, they're more intelligent, they're more educated, they're more stable, they're more this, because now, even though it's not a human person, it has two parents. And then one of the parents is ideally perfect. You know what I'm saying? So
and I think
ahead,
the point is there too. I think the point is valid, and I bring this up because often in RP spaces or whatever, we always hear people say women have value. They have value from birth. You heard that a lot, right?
Yep.
Like they're like, yo, once women are born, they're born with value. We have to build it as men. And that's not true. When we were just talking about China, what did he say? They were disposing of women and prioritizing the men. Why?
Yep.
Because people are like, I'm trying to survive out here. And so how to survive is mostly by utilizing a boy, a son. We need a son to economically survive or just survive, period, right? So, gender can be prioritized based on the development of a nation and where they're at. You get what I'm saying? And so when you go into this direction where you're saying there's going to be robots and etc., people will adjust. People will change what they prioritize. Just like it's unconceivable for us now in this time to think that women were never valued. They were always valued. They give birth. They're so important. And then in China, in a certain part, they were like, man, get them out of here. I want a son because we out here struggling. So again, people will change their mindset about how they see things and then say, hey, I'm going to use whatever logically is more beneficial for me and also what's in my self-interest. And when they bring out that robot,
yeah, well, they made a huge mistake. They made a huge mistake. What they were basically doing was eugenics. They were eliminating females simply because they couldn't work farms. So they ended up creating a
survival.
Yeah,
it wasn't a mistake. It was just survival. They survived, so it happened. So what I'm just trying to show is people will change.
To figure that out, but
even
cool.
India
did the same exact thing. Now it's possible that was actually all a plan because they felt that the population was going to grow out of check. So they figure, okay, if we get rid of these bitches, we can make it so that they're not out here having children and shit. So we'll get our work done. We just won't reproduce as much. But right now, those Chinese men who actually have the means, what they're doing is they're going to Southeast Asia and they're getting wives. They're all passport bros at this point. China, South Korea, and Japan. Because they refuse to even look at these women once they pass 25. They call them Christmas cakes. They call them leftover women, Sheng Yu. So my thinking on that is as far as the robot posse, right? Now, what I'm thinking about that is it might actually be simpler if Elon Musk develops a chip that has a program on it for obedience, and you just slap that chip into these women's heads, and then they'll act right. That might be easier.
Yeah, but what woman is going to sign up for that?
No. I'm not talking about sign up for it. You run up behind her and you fucking stamp that shit in the back of her head.
Yeah, no, brother. You just like the brother that was on here last night, brother. No, we are not promoting doing anything against a woman's will or knowledge from a standpoint. No,
yeah.
It's a lot.
Hold on, we just had a government that made you go out and get an implanted fucking vaccine that was against your will.
Oh, whoa, we can't talk about that, bro. It's TINFOIL Tuesday. They gonna
so now you're telling me that we're not allowed to have a chip?
No.
Nah, it ain't that serious, bro. It ain't that serious.
It's not the better option. Listen, them hoes get old.
Exactly.
She gonna get old. She gonna nag. Listen, that motherfucking robot gonna stay whatever age it is forever. That pussy ain't gonna never go dry. That mouth ain't gonna never get tired. And I'm telling you, niggas talk all this shit now because, oh man, that shit lame, all that shit weird, all that shit okay, until it get out here and then niggas see other niggas being happy all the time. That nigga happy. Hey man, what's going on? What's up, brother?
I want you to keep in mind those silicon wives, those sex dolls, those have been on the market for a while and they're selling pretty well. The question is, who's selling them? Who's buying them? Who's buying?
Chuck, remember? I don't know if you remember the guy. Remember the sex doll guy?
Yeah.
He the trucker dude. Remember that dude?
Who did what?
He was on YouTube. They was interviewing everything. This is like when I first started back in 2020. It was a guy that literally he said he had got like divorced 2 times and the last wife pretty much raked him through the coals. So he said, hey man, he just went and bought him a relations doll, and it just rides around with him in the truck, and whenever he get the urge, hey, So yeah, this shit is already happening. Motherfucker, like, y'all saw my hell. Hey, shout out to y'all, man, for my what's name going viral, bro. That damn video I did with the motherfucking male sex doll, they done told the meat off of it. That shit got like 75,000 views, man. So shout out to y'all, man, for helping to get it out there, bro.
Was that short?
Yeah, no, well, it was just over short, so it was kind of weird. But I guess because I did it vertically, it still got in the short algorithm. And that shit got like crazy views. But yeah, man, that shit are, and like I said, Chuck, the majority of these sex toys, man, is for women. Women, 90+% of the sex toy damn industry, bro, is for women.
Of course.
So yeah, so like I said, this whole shit, man, like I said,
no, slow that down, man. Speak that facts, bro. Because did you say that early in the channel? Because I've been saying that for the longest, man. They've been trying to make dudes be looking crazy for sex toys or whatever. And I'm like, bro, if you go to a store, 80%, 90% is for women. It ain't even like nothing dudes want is in there. Like, it's a small corner.
That's it.
But
like
now
said, yeah,
we be getting the Jordan Peterson coming up talking about we're demonic because we watch porn. You know, like, oh, watch out for men. They watch porn, and girls, they don't do that. They just read articles. They just read sex novels, and that's all they do. I'm like, the whole store is mapped out for them. But Jordan Peterson walking around talking about some watch out for men and porn. And I'm like, come on, bro. Even the dude who was like a sex psychologist or therapist, whatever, he was having a conversation. And he was like, yo, we didn't conduct any studies on women. I'm like, so all your studies is just on the dudes and what they doing. But now when it comes to women, you don't know no answers. They're like, Jordan Peterson came in, was like, well, women, they read about sex stories. They don't watch none of that. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson ain't never had no hoes. Jordan Peterson been married for like, what, 40 years? Out here. Stop it, man.
I'm like, come on, man. Your daughter was with Andrew Tate, man. Let's cut it out.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro. Like you said, man, the abuse that these bitches need to be locked up for pussy abuse. Goddamn, all this shit they doing with the roses and the this and the that, bro. That's why again, a lot of y'all can't even be sexually satisfied no more, man. You done buzzed all the sensation out your pussy. You done that motherfucker overused.
Again, yeah, I do my thing, but I can't vibrate at no damn 20,000 pulses, and like I don't got no techniques like that.
Ain't nobody fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? And then now they got these weird ass, penetration things, methods and shit, like motherfucking alien this and octopus that, all this weird shit.
Facts.
But the men are the weirdos, obstacles. That's what, like you said, I'm like, bro, stop it, bro. Like, listen, man.
And you clipping it, you gotta clip stuff here and it vibrate and click, man. Yeah, I'm man, like, yo, it's mad, man. But we don't.
Hey,
we're the weirdos.
Yeah, shout out to Royce. And like I said, that too. That was another big psyop too. That was another big programming, subconscious programming, right? Psychological programming. That 50 Shades of Grey shit. Ever since that happened, now, bro. Before this, I didn't even know BDSM was. Niggas didn't even talk about BDSM. You got niggas now talking about, yeah, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a bull, I'm a daddy, I'm a dom, I'm a this, I'm all this crazy shit. Like, man, listen, bro, y'all listen. Hey, great sex is enough. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, give me some good pussy, baby. That's all I need. I don't need no chains, no whips, no, you ain't gotta electrocute me. Don't tie me up. I ain't putting on no handcuffs. I ain't doing none of all that extra shit. Goddamn, listen. Yeah, lay your ass down, turn around, put your knees on the ground. You hear me? That's it. That's all we need, baby.
And then he started talking about bears and all this other stuff. Like, yo, look, they got weird relationship with the dogs. Like, I know guys who love their dogs, but I ain't never seen no mouth to mouth. No, like, nah. Like, I'm giving my dog daps or something, but I ain't kissing him on his lips. Like, come on, man. Yo, they be wilding, man. But it go undetected.
I just don't understand why anybody would let a dog lick their face when the dog spends 80% of his time all day licking his own ass. I just don't understand that.
White people, man. Y'all seen the how to tell your dog is a black dog thing they got going on right now? Black dog not to lick you in your damn face. Don't you put your damn tongue on me, goddamn. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, right. For real. Yeah, man, it's mad, man. They've been, man, dudes just sitting around with some lotion still. We getting all the flack, though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All the nigga needs is a phone, a scene, and some lotion. Goddamn, the Lubins and Jergens and Lubriderm clan. Goddamn. But yeah. So Truck, this was you was talking about from, and I told people, man, we was talking about this, bro. These prosthetics are so advanced now that it's scary. They can do everything from like crush rocks to pick up motherfucking grapes with the same hand, bro. Again, like, listen, man. I don't think people really don't understand. They
Changer
really
in
don't.
prosthetics.
The only one today using electrodes implanted in the nerves and to have sensation.
The developer of this bionic system is speaking to us from Ukraine, where war has led to a crisis.
There is more than 50. It's a portion of the implant that comes out through the skin, and that's where you're going to connect your prosthesis.
Implanting into a residual limb that has been amputated below the elbow has its own challenges because there are two smaller bones, the radius and the ulna, and they move independently from each other.
So they will move like this, they will move like this.
That evaluate and help improve one of the most jaw-dropping features of the prosthetic, its ability to feel objects in its grasp.
Listen, you can feel what you're touching. I don't think people understand like the complexity and the just mind-blowingness of that. That is wild.
When the prosthesis make contacts with the object, there are sensors in the fingertips, and then the brain of the prosthesis has also a neurostimulator, which delivers electrical pulses to the nerves.
And because the brain receives this data from a nerve that used to be connected to the biological limb, it will interpret it as coming from the bionic hand.
If I have a biological receptor in my index finger, that has a nerve that goes all the way up to my brain. If I put an electrode along that nerve, it doesn't matter where I stimulate, the brain will create a sensation as coming from the fingertip. It's an automatic sensation that rises in consciousness.
The bionic hand uses sensors in its thumb and index finger to send an electrical signal through the prosthetic and then along the original severed nerves straight to the brain. But the information from the fingertips is not as nuanced as what a biological fingertip feels.
For us, we have hundreds of sensors that travel in hundreds of neurons. Today, we don't have that resolution at the neural interface.
We're still a long way off from the type of sensation seen in the artificial limbs in Star Wars. This hand only provides rough sensations, but they're still useful because now a patient can feel when there's an object in their hand and if that object is slipping away. But what about batteries? They have to power the CPU and the motors that drive the prosthesis, right?
You can have interchangeable batteries, and whenever the prosthesis.
Listen, man.
That's pretty cool, but I really think that what they should do is they should give them like a machine gun forearm, put them back on the battlefield until their war's over.
Well, no, that too. You know, everything's going to be again, Chuck. Everything starts off general, and then it gets sexualized or weaponized. That's going to be the most money, bro. And that's why I say that's going to be a major thing. So, of course, you're going to have the you know, the girlfriend or the wife or whatever version it is, and then you're going to have the warrior aspect of it, and where it's, you know, the walking weapon. To where, like I said, we're I don't think especially now too, when you think about the money that has to be spent for militaries and things like that, and the risk of the people, and it's just way easier to just replace everybody with robots. That's why I say I don't trust Elon for shit, because I promise you, bro, if Tesla creates these fucking Tesla bots, the military is going to be majority you know, mechanical, majority non-human. That's just a given.
Well, drones have already pretty much ensured that.
Well, no, but I'm saying drones aren't sentient or can't replace people. The drones
Not
still
yet.
To what? Well, that's what I'm saying. We're talking now to ultimate, you know what I'm saying, goal or ultimate, you know what I'm saying, what's it? But yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, bro. This is a wonderful, wonderful conversation.
Yeah, hey, the drones don't need no damn GI bills.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, no GI bills, no medical, no none of
no
that shit.
VA, no VA loans.
Yeah, hey, that's gonna say. That's what I say, man. These motherfuckers don't understand, bro. Like a lot of stuff, bro, is and Elon said this. You Google it. Don't take my word for it. I believe we're gonna need UBI because the Tesla bot is gonna replace human beings for a lot of things. He's telling you what's gonna happen. Okay, this is one of the from anywhere, any given day, he's number 1 to number 3, the top richest men in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we talking from a technological aspect, bro. like number one from an individualistic standpoint, y'all better listen to Elon, man. Y'all better pay attention. Don't just be on the bullshit because you know what he doing on Twitter and la. Bro, the stuff that Elon Musk is proposing from a technological standpoint, dog. That's how this is
gonna be the next umbrella. It's the next umbrella corporation already invested.
Hey, man. Listen, man. But hey, I appreciate you brothers for coming up, man. Shout out to y'all. And we gonna get up out of here. Let me super chat real quick.
Shout out have a good night.
For sure, bro. Shout out to my man Will Wardrobe. Appreciate you, brother. Jax. Oh yeah, Jax from from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, man. You got your whole arm. But yeah, man. Hey, greatly appreciate y'all. That's that on that one. We'll catch y'all next one, man. Holla. Yeah.